Today, we're at Mount, the core of GCR. Yes, it's time to do Secrets of Grand Continental Railways. I'd quickly like to mention that this is my favourite version of the game, due to it being 1.0.6. Do you see why? Tell me in the comments below. In this video, we'll be joined by my friends Eddie's Adventures.
Hello.
And Carlo.
Hello there, people. As Alex has explained, we'll be starting off at Mount. Did you know that this station has ticket barriers leading to platforms 14 to 17, but doesn't have any ticket machines? And if you thought that was weird, come to the rarely used platforms just next to platform 10. You can actually see by the tracks there that there is no texture by the end of them. You never see these as they either end too far away like W Junction, or there is a buffer there. If underground were ever to be made, this may be a terminus for it, but I doubt it because these are in fact the only tracks in the entire game to not have third rail. Also, this station highly resembles Edinburgh Waverley due to its wavy-like roof and how the platforms are laid out.
Arriving into Dovey Junction, this currently is a terminus for mainline services. However, in the future, they will possibly add a couple of new stations as the tracks still continue, despite there being buffers here. One of the stations that may be added will be Elustor Central. Did you also know that a certain freight train can actually turn around here? The Class 325 is an EMU, meaning electric multiple unit, unlike the Class 66 locomotives that cannot turn around. Also, this is the only station sign that you can find on the station.
At Minestow, this is the only other station you can find that has a Class 150 pulled into the terminal platforms, apart from Mount. Previously, this station was called Minstow Low. However, Monster just removed the word low and put an E between the N and the S. Also, if you look into the distance toward the freight depot, you will see a Class A and HST carriages painted to be like Grand Central. And it's not just the freight trains that spawn there. If you didn't know yet, charter trains come out there too. Another thing that you'll be able to see are some freight carriages here. If you go further along the platform, you will notice that there is a Class 67 here in EWS livery. The train can also be seen at Garsman and Goughlin.
Speaking of Goughlin, here we are. This is my hometown, but no time to be talking about that. This is a very old style station with vintage platform and station signs, deeply tinted glass windows, and a heritage station entrance sign. When I first came here to see the new station, I didn't notice this ticket office box situated by the side of the main entrance. There's also a second entrance just round the corner from here. I'll blow your mind with this next fact. Believe it or not, but these are the only bins in the entire map. I guess this game's very polluted then. Another thing, if you come over to these ticket machines here, you can see an old Sprite can, and upon clicking it, makes this sound.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
Also, there is this glitched out platform sign that is either put on purpose by the owner, or he forgot to anchor it. But believe it or not, this is actually movable.
Landfield is quite bland, with nothing really to it. There's a signal box just at the beginning of the station, with a toilet just next to the exit. There's also the tiniest cottage I've ever seen.
Folkingham Interchange is another heritage-built station just like Goughlin, with 2 fast lines coming through and 2 slow lines for the stopping trains. However, Have you ever noticed that this station doesn't have any entrances? Also, there is a third platform used by other stopping services which has been newly added.
From here, if you look into the distance, you can see a foot crossing, and unlike SCR, if you walk onto it, you can despawn. I really don't know what's the point in it then.
If we take a train from here, if you look out the window, there is actually an RHTT parked in the sidings. The RHTT stands for Railhead Treatment Train.
And we're back where we started. We have loads more secrets, but we'll do those in another video. We'll see you next time. I'm off to catch this train home.
Also, if you look into the distance toward the freight depot, you will see a Class 8 and HST carriages paid to be, Another thing you will to see are some freight carriages here. If you go along the you will notice that there is a Class 67 here in red AWS livery. Yeah.